Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the July WBC webinar. We typically have them once a month, sometimes twice, and we're glad that everyone could join us today. Today we have a special guest, Joanne Braxton. She is going to be speaking on Ascent and their platform. It's a great resource, and I can't wait to learn with you all. And it looks like we do have people on here, so if you guys want to put any questions in the question and answer, we would be happy to answer them all at the end, unless she answers them throughout the webinar, but be sure to drop those there. We'll do Q&A at the end. Also next month, we have a government contracting one. It's going to be on the 16th of August. That will be at 12 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you all there as well. At this time, I'm going to pull up Miss Joanne's slides and we are going to get going and learn with her. Sharing my screen, sorry guys. For some reason, this is being finicky. All right, Miss Joanne, ready whenever you are.
Let me get back. Okay, let's see. All right, thank you, Lakin. I see you. Is the presentation on the screen?
Yes, can you see it?
I don't. No, I don't see the presentation. I see you.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not sure what the participants see.
I'm
but
pretty sure they can see it. I think it's because of your settings. Let me see if I can. My apologies, everyone. We tested out her screen share, but didn't test out mine. That was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, and then so I'm viewing your screen and it shows your folder and the contents in your Ascent training folder.
Oh, okay. That's definitely not what I have pulled up. Can you see it now?
I see the same.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, let me share my.
Mary said, I see it. So if you want to run off yours and I will click through on the screen share.
Yeah, that's hard to know where we are, but okay, but we'll do that so we can get started.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not sure what they see, so but okay, well, I'm Joanne Braxton and I work for the Small Business Administration in the Washington area for the Office of Entrepreneur Development. And so I'm delighted to introduce you. I hope we're sitting on the Ascent, the primary screen. So I'm delighted to know.
No, Mary said all she can see is the folders. So sorry.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Try this again. I have never had this problem before. Okay,
so when you click the Ascent PowerPoint, okay, now I see you. Well, let me see if I can share my screen, Lakin. You want to try that?
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm
All right.
so sorry.
All right, so it says host disable participant screen sharing, so I can't share.
All panelists. There we go. Try it now.
Okay. Where is the? So, we appreciate your patience, Heidi and Mary and Rachel. We'll get there momentarily. And so we're glad to
I can see yours.
have you with us. And okay, so now do you have the Ascent screen up? The Ascent, okay, great.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. Now we get to
So-
start fresh.
Yeah, so Ascent is an interactive digital platform with content that is backed by research on the needs of women business owners, and it's really packed with a lot of resources women need to set and achieve their business goals. And so it was written by leading experts in women entrepreneurship, Dr. Patricia Green, a former provost of Babson College with a long career in entrepreneurial research and program building, and Kathy Corman Fry, who also helped develop this platform. And she teaches at the Women Entrepreneurship Leadership at George Washington University School of Business. So both were very instrumental in developing this tool with women business owners in mind. And so it has a platform that supports a variety of uses and ways in which to learn. And so learning centric experience allows the ability to tailor the learning experience into groups, and it's fully customizable. And so Lake and you as a women's business center can utilize this tool within your portfolio of services. It's an intuitive user experience whereby you can navigate through the system with ease to find what you want. You know, synchronous and asynchronous in that, you can, again, learn in groups, or you can go at your own pace. There's also a dashboard that helps provide a visualization of the learner's progress through the platform. So provides a variety of ways in which you can access and utilize the tool. And so Ascent is designed for the missing middle. And so initially, it was designed for women entrepreneurs that are running an established business, and that's what's meant by the missing middle, already generating income and beyond the startup phase. But what we've discovered is that it's really a tool that is available for whatever the level of business you're in. Even as a startup, there's resources and information that you can glean that can help advance or help with the startup. And so I like to say that, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So whatever level you're at, you're able to benefit from utilizing the tool. And so what makes Ascent different from other products? The content, again, is developed collaboratively among federal agencies to ensure credibility. It's backed by research, utilizing women subject matter experts that are in education as well as entrepreneurship themselves. It's a practical tool that has topics to help women entrepreneurs with everyday business situations. For example, financial literacy, intellectual property, as you will see, peer-to-peer learning, opportunities that create a network of like-minded women business owners, product designed for those that are in business. And as I said, where we discovered, not just for those that are in the missing middle, but also for those that are starting out, and the information has been very helpful. And so we started Ascent. We launched it January 2021 with 5 journeys. The first 5 that you see: disaster and economic recovery, strategic marketing, your people, your business financial strategy, access to capital, and we've added the government contracting not so long ago. Partnerships is another journey that has been added since the launch. Entrepreneur leadership and managing sales. And in August to September, we will publish Growing Globally, which is more for international trade and import and exporting. And then there's 2 additional journeys that will come out in October as well. And so just to kind of give you an overview of what each journey entails, when you look at disaster and economic recovery, we created this journey to be relevant to many of the issues businesses are dealing with today, actually, as it relates to the pandemic. And so there's some vital information that covers all types of disasters and will help business to understand the impact of disaster, responding to having a response plan to help mitigate those risks and their impact, and determine how to support the people during a disaster as well, because that's a totally whole another way of operation that comes into play. And so for strategic marketing, users explore the development of a marketing plan, and I'll demo the product in a little bit, but just kind of want to give you an overview of the specifics of each journey, because we won't go through each journey. And so the user will explore the development of a marketing plan and begin to develop their own, and also learn about value propositions and assessing market size and defining markets. And so that's a great resource available to you when you look at your people. This learning path will focus on building the skills needed to attract, hire, and develop and retain people that's needed to grow in a small business, and includes information on skills needs assessments, retirement plans, interview techniques, and those kinds of things, employee training, and help you explore and consider those aspects that are necessary and involved with operating a business. Journey 4, your business financial strategy. Of course, we all need to know about have a financial strategy, actually. So it sharpens your financial skills with data-driven directions and projections, and will help you to utilize financial statements, create them, develop financial projections, and those kind of things. And so again, this tool can be used in conjunction with the services that you receive from your resource partners, like a Women Business Center, like New Growth. And so the Journey 5, which is access to capital, this learning path guides the user in exploring the when, the why, how of capital sources, develop banking relationships, and, talk a little bit about an overview of various types of lending institution, crowdfunding, angel investors, etc. And so here, government contract, which is a favorite of mine, that is my background and my expertise, and it is a very in-depth journey that covers a variety of topics as it relates to government contracting, not just federal contracting, but it also includes information on local and state contracting. And so understanding the government as a customer. And that's the journey that I want to highlight a little bit today as well. And so we'll look a little further into that. And so partnerships here, we'll explore the value of business partnerships, managed business partnerships, utilizing partnerships as a strategy and for growth. There's a lot of good information in that journey. And the latest journey that we've released is Entrepreneur Leadership, which is a great resource for professional and business development. When you look at, motivation and success and confidence building and decision making and your leadership style and how all of that comes into play when as a business leader. And so managing sales. And so, okay, so I said the previous one was the latest, but this is the latest, managing sales. Okay, so and here we go into a variety of methods for assessing sales as you grow, your management teams, your sales process, and we go in depth and take a look at that aspect in terms of how to grow and manage your sales. So what does Ascent do for your members in terms of a WBC? And so I wanted to include that also so that you can see that it fills a resource gap. I was looking up a stat. And so according to the census.gov, women business ownership in America is on the rise. The number of women-owned firms since 2007 increased from 2007 to 2018 and beyond. And so women businesses reported nearly 1.8 trillion in sales. And so it's a huge group that to service. And so having WBCs, which has been an ongoing mission for the administrator Guzman of SBA, I think we have the most women business centers that we've ever had throughout the country and the U.S. territory. So it's available at no cost to users. It's a tool that can be incorporated into the services that WBCs currently have. There are, there's a net flying around. And so, Ascent can be used as an additional training tool with marketing. We have marketing material that is available to help you help your local women clients. And so it's a great resource that is available, as a tool for to augment the efforts that the women businesses currently employ and service. And so in short, it's a great resource that is free. It's available 24/7. There's no cost. It's backed by research created by subject matter experts. It's an online tool that can be used individually, as a group, kind of peer-to-peer interaction. And it fills a critical need for women business owners that are starting, as well as that are beyond the startup phase and who's ready to grow. And so I think I have to stop sharing to go to my other screen, which is the actual Ascent product. So I'm gonna stop sharing. And then I'm going to try and get to that screen.
I just want to add, I did not know that this was available at no cost. I cannot believe that. And that's going to help a lot of people.
Oh, absolutely. It's a free resource 24/7. And so that's one of the advantages of SBA products and services, most of them anyway. And a lot of folks say, SBA resources are a hidden gem because it really is an agency that is targeted for small businesses in the country, throughout the country and the U.S. territories, in a variety of products and services that we offer. And so, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Lakin? All right,
Yes.
let's see if I can.
We're watching you log in.
All right, yes.
Again.
Yep, remember me. So it's a very colorful and vibrant tool as well. And so I like the design of it. It's engaging. And when you first log in, when you log in for the very first time, my screen is here. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, when you log in for the very first time, yeah, this is, maybe I can go up. Because I have my Zoom screen here and I don't want to click it wrong and it, can you see this screen as well? That says SBA Ascent Support Center.
Yes.
Okay, great. So when you click on the question mark to the far right, you, if you need assistance with help, here is where you would get that. And also on the question mark, there is there's a navigational window that will come up the very first time that you log into the platform. And so here is the landing page that provides a little detail about the Ascent platform. It's divided into journeys, kind of explain the concept of the journey, excursion, and the path as if, you're ascending upward. That's the intent behind the design. And so it also kind of outlines what the variety of ways in which you get the information. And so there are exercise and tools within the platform where you learn and you can apply these exercises and assessment to what's going on within your actual business. There's fireside chats, infographics, which is just a snapshot of information and concepts, success stories from real world entrepreneurs, discussion guides, and these are used to kind of stimulate thinking for that particular subject matter that is applicable to your business. There's videos throughout, there's key insights, and there's self-assessment. So it's a variety of ways in which you can learn and get information from the platform. Here, you can search here for journeys. You can click on the drop-down window, or you can click the Start Learning. And either way will bring you to, this is where I was. Can bring you to the platform of all the journeys. So this kind of just, once you learn in, some of the benefits of registering is you're able to track your progress. You can receive updates. And so here is the journeys that we reviewed and talked a little bit about in the presentation. Journey 1, disaster and economic recovery, strategic marketing, and see you can see here where I've gone through some of the they're called excursions, which are lessons. So strategic marketing, your people, your business, financial strategy, access to capital, government contracting, partnerships, entrepreneurial leadership, and managing sales. So there's a variety of ways in which you can tackle that. I mean, you don't have to go sequentially in order. You can, it's designed so that you access the information and the subject that you need then and there, and so you don't necessarily have to go from journey 1, 2, 3, etc. So you can go in a variety of ways to get the information that you need. And so I just want to kind of highlight the government contracting journey. And so you know, government contracting, particular federal contracting, is very broad and diverse, and a little hard to navigate and understand, actually. And so I think this journey provides a great breakdown of understanding that you know, that sphere, that marketplace. And so the government is a great customer to have because of a variety of reasons. And so when you click on who is the government and try to get some perspective on whether or not that's a customer or a market that you want to target, because it is a market just as any other area of customer that you are targeting. And so it goes through considering that and looking at that. And so here it gives a little description as to what this excursion or this journey entails, gives you some idea as to how long it'll take to complete it. And then these are the additional, they're called paths, but these are the additional lessons within this excursion, because government as a customer is an excursion. These are the excursions on the left-hand side. You have 6 here in the government contracting journey. And just to give you some idea, let's just kind of look at this. And I'm hoping that you can still see my screen. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So here is and it tells you what kind of information you get. So like at the front end, we saw that there are a variety of ways in which you can learn in this platform. There are videos, there's fireside chats, there are assessments, there are tools, there's infographics. And so this lets you know what kind of delivery this is. And so this is an infographic. And here you have fact, fiction, and benefits of government contracting. And so why the government makes a good contract, a good customer. And so one of the reasons is, you know, the government procures everything. They are the largest buyer of products and services that exist. And so, you know, all the way from very micro purchases to very large purchases, you know, and DOD has the largest budget within federal contracting because of all of the products that are required and the nuances that is specific to the military and all of those things. And so the government always pays. We're required to. We even are penalized if we don't pay within the agreed upon timelines. You know, you automatically get interest on late payments. So the government always pays. And there are federal regulations that require 23% of all contracting dollars be set aside to small businesses. And so there are a whole separate market for small business and federal contracting. And that's where SBA comes into play, because SBA governs all of small business contracting within the federal sphere. And so, um, um, there's a percentage required for the government to allocate to small business. The government has set aside vehicles that also assist small businesses to get into the federal marketplace. And so this is just an overview of why the government might be a good customer for you. And is it a good customer for you? Is this something that you want to do? And so there are some common questions that small businesses have as it relates to government contracting. Does the government buy military or construction products only? Of course, the answer is no. There are opportunities for all types of businesses, and they procure all products and services. And so does the government take a long time to pay? No. The government have a lot of purchasing practices where they can buy off the shelf. So if you have just a product, you provide supplies, we can buy direct off the shelf. Those are called off the shelf. They can pay by credit card, and we have to comply with the terms and the net terms of payment within the invoice or the contract. And so how can you identify, do government industry days and outreach events have value? And so how can you identify these agencies, or at least some of these agencies? And so a lot of them have industry days and outreach events that offers insight on acquisition and opportunities and strategy to do business with their agency. And so that's a great way to kind of begin to explore the government as a customer. And so if you don't get a contract, can you find out why? Absolutely. There's something called a debrief. And so you can ask that particular agency or contracting officer that you want to debrief. And a debriefing goes over the contract process and why your bid per se was not the winning bid. And so is the government contracting complicated? What help can I receive? And so the government offers supportive resources to help you through the process, such as local learning system, one-on-one counseling and training workshops. You have your SBA local district offices. You have resource partners like women business centers, small business development centers, SCORE representatives. And so the key takeaway here is that the government is the world's largest customer for products and services. And they may very well be a customer that you want to consider and explore. And so each lesson ends with a conclusion. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click so fast. Sums it up with the conclusion of what you kind of explored and learned in that particular excursion. And it also has additional added value linked to information. And so you get to the end, you click finish, and you go to another journey. And so all of these sub lessons are so vital to explore if you're considering the government as a customer. And so I think I heard Lakin said that you guys are exploring government contracting in August. And so this will be a great resource for that. You have government contracting opportunities, evaluate potential contracting opportunities with the government. What does that entail? subcontracting opportunities. And so subcontracting is a very lucrative and valuable way in which to gain experience and generate income. And so everybody is not prepared to prime on a contract. Prime means that the contract was awarded to you. Subcontracting means that you are working with the prime, you are working with the contract holder as a sub on a contract. And that's an excellent way to get into the federal marketplace and to, learn how to navigate that environment. And so here also you have the set aside certifications. I mentioned that was mentioned here as the government as your customer. And these are additional certifications and designations and vehicles that allows you to enter into the federal marketplace. And so if you are eligible and meet the criteria, there's set aside certifications that you can obtain that can help you seek after doing business in the federal space. And then there's federal solicitations. And so this is really nice and very handy and necessary because, in addition to the certifications, you have to learn how to read the solicitations and how to apply to the solicitations. And and I'm gonna click on them in a minute because I think I have a little time, and I'm gonna click on each one of them in a minute just to kind of give you an oversight. And then you have GSA, which is a separate lane within the federal contracting, because GSA procures through what's called schedules. And so that's a whole separate lane. They have their own regulations and requirements. And so we provide assistance with exploring how to, what that entails and how to do business with GSA. And so when you look at the General Service Administrative Contracts, here it says it's a federal agency whose primary goal is to make it easier for business to sell to the government through multiple award schedules. And so GSA uses schedule to connect federal buyers with vendors. And so like, let's say hypothetically, you obtain a GSA schedule, and me as an agency SBA, I can go to the GSA schedule and procure from that. So that is a vetted schedule where GSA has done the work to ensure that these are reputable businesses that offers a fair and reasonable price that you can buy your product and service from. And so here you can explore understanding GSA contracts, preparing for contracting. This is a tool, and I mentioned the different ways in which we provide the services, the learning through this product. So let's look at a tool, and you're preparing for GSA contract, and it gives you a tool to use to help assess that. So you have the prep step, you have a list of how to make sure you meet the requirements. And there are additional links within the tool that can help explain and evaluate that. What else is needed? You have to register. And so here there are additional links within the lessons that will take you to that information. And you have the Vendor Education Center under that particular tool. And so let's take a look at, I don't know, let's say set aside certifications. And so here it lets you know that in order to do business with the government, you have to be registered in the System for Award Management called SAM. So it provides you information on that. Here you have another tool that kind of outlines and go into detail on the 4 main federal contracting certification programs. You have small business contracting certification, which is a success story from someone that has received or that has operated its business with a certification, and provides some great insight on navigating the federal contracting arena. And so I think I'll stop here and see if we have any questions, and just kind of go back to Lakin and see where we are.
You're good on time. I was sitting there just enjoying it.
Are there any questions in the chat so far, or any questions from anyone? Heidi, Mary, Rachel, Sojona?
Now's your time while we have her on the camera.
Okay,
I just
so
can't wait to dig in there myself. Even as a business counselor, I think this is going to be a great resource for all of our small businesses in some way or another.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And so did you mention you have a contracting session for your next monthly meeting?
Yes, August 16th, same time. It's another Thursday, so 12 o'clock. And the SBA is going to be doing a full webinar on strictly government contracting. So,
oh, that sounds fabulous. Okay, so let me share my screen a little bit further, and where is that? And talk a little bit more about the product. Okay, and so let's look at, so that was government contracting. And so another piece that is very important, all of them are to operating your business. Let's talk a little bit about partnerships. And so here you see, because, you know, partnerships are important and can help with growth and the advancement of businesses, but it's also important that you find the right fit in terms of who your partner is. And so here we kind of look at the value of partnerships, which identify the value of business partnerships. So you assess opportunities for partnerships, design a plan for partnerships, as well as strategies for growth. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go in order here within the journey, because you may want to explore, you know, what are some of the strategies for partnering. And so, you know, how should I look at that? And so you talk about mergers and acquisitions and joint ventures. And so I will say that joint ventures is active in the federal contracting sphere. We were just looking at the government contracting journey. And so small businesses do form joint ventures with other small businesses, as well as with large businesses, to be able to bid on and go after the contracts that they are interested in. And so that's a very um, significant way to grow your business. And so franchising is also another way in which you can grow your business through the partnership of the franchisor. And again, there are conclusions that kind of synopsize the content that was included in that particular excursion. And then you have your additional links, joint ventures in the SBA Mentor Protege program. And so that's very near and dear to my heart because before there was the SBA Mentor Protege program, there was something called the All Small Mentor Protege program. And that was where Congress mandated the SBA to establish a mentor protege program for small businesses. SBA had a mentor protege program for those businesses that were in the 8A program. And of course, being in the 8A program, you have to meet eligibility criteria. You have to apply and you have to receive that through a formal application process. So not all businesses are 8A businesses, but the SBA did not have a mentor protege program for non-8A businesses. And so Congress mandated the agency to create one. And I was on the team that created the All Small Mentor Protege program. And so it has since evolved where it has merged the All Small and the 8A program into one. And it's now called the SBA Mentor Protege program. And so that's a very valuable program in that it allows small businesses to partner with large entities and then be deemed small so that they can seek small contract opportunities. And so that's a win-win for both parties. So that's a great tool as well that is available to small businesses that is covered within this Ascent platform, provides additional information. What is a franchise? And so there's additional information that provides exploring franchises as an opportunity or as a potential partner.
And we do have a question, it looks like in the
Okay,
Q&A.
fantastic. So Rachel writes, I am trying to navigate SAM to transition from the DUNS number to the new registration, but am finding it difficult to get help. Yeah, so there is it's a federal help desk. I don't know if you somewhere within that platform, there's a telephone number to the federal help desk. And there is a way that you can send an email to the federal help desk. GSA, we talked about GSA. GSA manages that database and that process. And so I'm not sure how difficult it is to penetrate that, but I think that is your resource is the phone number and the email address that's on that page where you register. So not a whole lot of help, Rachel, but hopefully, if you send an email, they will respond. And they're also, sometimes you can't even find a phone number, but I know that when I've called the help desk, they have been responsive.
Any more questions? Like I said, now's your time. Oh, Rachel said thank you. I got excited. I thought there was another question.
Yeah, so I know it's a lot to grasp, but just the key takeaway that what I'd like for you to take away is that Ascent.sba.gov is a resource available to you 24/7. It's free, it's online, it's digital, and you can utilize it at your convenience. You can take it in small chunks. You can go through it all, or you can only, just go through the area that is applicable to what you need at the time, and then come back and get what you need, and grasp that and work with that, and then come back and get what you need, in sporadically, or as you accomplish one thing, then you come back and get what you need for something else.
All
So
right.
that's it for me.
I guess, yeah, we'll let you go eat some lunch now or something. We appreciate you doing this. I can't wait to dig in, and I've heard of Ascent, but this really broke it down and really helped us understand it better. And I think the viewers hopefully got as much out of it as I did.
Well,
was-
let me know, and as you move forward utilizing the tool, if I can assist in any way, if you have questions or you need additional information, or if I can point you in some direction, I'm happy to do that.
Awesome. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
If I can get it to end, there it is.